Hello everyone, happy Monday. It's around about 12 p.m. UK time. Owen Jennings here, spiritual guide with your channeled energies of the week, starting today, the 8th of May, until Sunday, the 14th of May 2023. So I hope that you're all well and are enjoying the long weekend here in the UK. And I hope that you all feel a little bit more balanced since all these crazy energies have been going on. And yeah, so the whole point of these energy forecasts, if you like, are to give you a heads up about what the energies are going to be this week so that you can work with them, navigate them, use them to your advantage, that sort of thing. Before I move on to that, just as a little notification, I'm really pleased to be saying that I'm going to be working with Helen Quarmby again. I've worked with her before and loved every minute of it. She's the lady behind Returning the Balance of Power to Women, and she's a channel and a healer. And we are getting together on the 17th of May at 8 p.m. via Zoom to deliver healing and channeled messages. So if you're interested, I've put the link in above this video so you can have a look. We're doing it monthly up until, I think we're doing it in May, June, so next week, June and July. If you want to join us, it's £22 per session, or if you paid for all three, it's just £50. And each time will be at 8 p.m. on Zoom. If you can't attend live, but you have a question that you want one of us to channel some guidance on, then you can send us the question beforehand and you'll receive the recording with the guidance in. We're also going to be doing some general messages and some general healing as well. This is very much being led by our guides. So we'd love to see you at one of the events, or if not all of them, or as I've said, if you can't make them, you can send in your questions and still have the benefit of the healing too and receive the recording. So have a look and see what you think. So let's get straight into what the energies of the week are going to be. And it feels like quite a positive week. So we're coming towards the end of the eclipse window. And it's about now, having used the full moon to let go as much as possible, leave the past behind. It's really about taking positive action this week. Well, that's what I believe is coming up. So, are you ready? Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here today. So as Alwyn said, it's a very positive week coming up, and you can use those energies to help you propel yourselves forward. So most of you will have worked with the moon cycle, and even if you haven't let go of what you needed to let go of, chances are that things have changed for you anyway, and that you are really being pushed onto the path that your soul wants you to be on right now. So this is not the time for hanging back. This is time to push forward as much as you can, moving beyond your perceived limitations and moving out of your comfort zone. This is a very good week for new deals, possible new relationships as well, and just this general feeling of finally getting somewhere. There will be some shadow, for some of you, some shadow work coming up that needs to be dealt with. So this is where there are aspects of you that you want to change, maybe your behaviors, or how you feel, generally about something. And please don't be frightened of it. Just look at it. It's there. It's showing you something that you need to release and let go of or accept. It is part of you. It's nothing to be worried about. So you may have a reflective kind of pause this week, around about Wednesday or Thursday. That's what we're sensing. Just when you're making sure you've got everything as you wish it to be, because we're seeing a lot of you doing things differently and starting new, maybe even a new way of presenting yourself or a new way of being. So you're kind of like adjusting your sails right now, or some of you may have already adjusted them, but you're getting used to the new way forward. So it's all right. Yes, please keep going. It is a great week to take big, bold action, but it may well be that there's a moment or two where you just pull inwards, and that's fine. Just use that time to really tune in, making sure that you're doing everything that you need to do. And it is not, as we've said, it's the time for action. It's not the time to give up. So some of you may well be feeling you're not quite there yet, and maybe you're never going to get there, but we can tell you you will. Please do not give up, especially if it's aligned with your purpose. And we're really seeing the warrior spirit coming out here. It may well be that you do things that you haven't done before, which may cause you we were going to say to be scared, but there's nothing to be scared about. Just may, for a minute, you might check in with yourself, should I be doing this? But as long as it feels right, you're excited, it's going to put you where you want to be or give you something that's going to enhance your journey from now on, then it is, of course, the right thing to do. Everything has changed. This is all we can say to you, really. Everything has changed. You must be feeling it. There's a new start feeling. There's a new energy that's come in. And unless you're ready to really embrace it and ready to go for it, then you're going to feel a little bit confused, and maybe you might just feel like nothing's going your way. But that's just because you're slightly out of alignment with where the energy is right now. And if you're honest, you'll probably find, maybe this is the shadow work as well, that you know what you need to do to get to that next level or that next stage in your life. It's just you are a bit, again, we have the word scared, scared to do so. But there is a famous saying, isn't there, that everything you need or to strive to, this is not exactly word for word, but is beyond the comfort zone. So everything you desire is beyond your comfort zone, and that is what we are talking about. So, and then, of course, next week, we believe there's a new moon coming up. So it's all happening all of the time. We know you know this, and it may well have felt for the first few months of this year that you've gone from one thing to another, feeling, and also your feelings have too. But now there's a bit more stabilization. Things have been shaken up for sure, but it's a good thing. So, bearing all that in mind, taking a deep breath and not giving up, and to stay on this new, maybe this newer path or a slightly different way of doing things, because that's the right way. Okay, we hope that makes sense. So there we go. We have to go for it this week. It does feel like there's been an energy shift, and I know in the UK, obviously, we've had the coronation this weekend. It does feel like a new era generally coming in, new ways of doing things, but generally for each of us, I feel like the last few months have been kind of shaken up. There's been a lot going on, a lot being revealed to us that we've had to let go of or accept, because you either let go or you accept it, right? So there's no point having things churning around and around in your mind if they're not working for you. You either accept them and go, well, that's just part of me, or you let them go completely. Right? So I think that's our choice, basically. Yeah, and just doing everything with the right intention. You know, you can't really go wrong then, can you? So I do hope you have a nice week.